Hello, and welcome to this video on the Metta Sutta, verse 2. Santussakocha subharocha appakichocha salakabutti santindriyocha nipakocha appagabho kuleswananugidho. And again, Santussakocha subharocha appakichocha salakabutti Santindriyocha nipakocha appagabho kulesu ananugidho. Sorry about that. Kulesu ananugidho. This continues with the list of good qualities that should be developed by the one who is attakusala, by the one who is skilled in reaching the goal. I will now analyze this verse for you. Santussako. I'll just share my screen with you. Here we are. Santussako. It's from the Sanskrit root tush, meaning contentment, and with just an emphatic form, santush. If that just means, so in Sanskrit, santushyate just means to be contented or happy. If you are santushya, you're a contented kind of person, and it can be made into a noun. Santushyaka, and in Pali, santussaka. Somebody who is contented, the idea being that you are contented with little, that you aren't greedy or grasping. So santussako. Santussakocha, and content, subharocha, and easily supported. Subharo, the root is bre, cognate with our English word to bear, and the Latin word ferre, to bear or to carry. Now, I mentioned in the earlier verse about suvacho, meaning easy to talk to. Well, here, subharo, the su of subharo, has that same meaning of easy. So subhara, that's the verbal noun here, bhara. Normal verbal noun of a burden is bhara, the burden, that which you bear. But when it forms a compound like this, subhara, both Sanskrit and Pali, it means easy to bear, easily borne. And the meaning here is that you are not, the monk, particularly the monk, is not a burden upon people, that he is santussako, easily satisfied with little, subharocha, and easily supported, not demanding. In modern colloquial English, you talk about somebody being high maintenance or low maintenance. The low maintenance person is santussakocha subharocha, satisfied with little, easily satisfied, and easy to support. So easily born, easy to support. Appakichocha sallohakavutti. Appakicho, from Sanskrit alpa, can mean small, or for quantities it means few. So alpa kritya. Kritya is actually a gerund, this future passive participle with which this sutta opens, karaniya. The future passive participle can take several forms. So from this root kri, meaning to do. We have the form karaniya, requiring to be done. In Sanskrit, it would have a subdotted n, as it follows that r. And you can have, let me go over the page here. So, kri, karaniya, and with the, that was with the iya ending. With the ya ending, the ri, the root vowel has vriddhi, so it becomes karya, all the same meaning. And also with guna of the root vowel, with the tavya ending, you can have kartavya. All of this is in Sanskrit. And also, you can have kritya, with the ya ending, kri, ya, but sometimes happens after a root ending in a short vowel, followed by ya, you insert a T. So kritya. And it is that kritya that in Pali becomes kitcha. So appakitcho, kritya, kitcha. It has the same meaning as karaniya. So just as karaniya as an adjective means requiring to be done, needing to be done. In Latin, agendum, our English word agenda is the plural of that, is the karaniani, things, agenda, things needing to be done, karaniani. Kitcha has the same meaning, and it means, here, it means a task, things you've got to do. So if you're appakitcho, of few tasks, of few things to do, the idea is not being lazy. The meaning here is just not overburdening your life with so many different things you've got to do. So do what you have to do it properly, but don't burden yourself with a mass of different tasks. That is the meaning as I understand it here. Appakitcho, literally few tasked, not having many tasks. And the next one, sallohakawutti. The word laghu, light, as in not heavy, cognate with our English word light. Latin levis, and Italian leggero. Laghu, and then the root vrit. Vrit meaning basically to turn or to fare, to proceed. It's cognate with the Latin root vert, just meaning to turn or to pursue, to convert, to divert. So the vertin, how you fare, how you travel, how you go, how you can conduct yourself. So vertin means the agent adjective. If you're something vertin, it means you fare or you act or you conduct yourself in a particular way. So laghu vertin, that's vrit becoming vertin with guna of the ri. Laghu vertin would mean literally light faring. So as we have in English that saying, tread lightly upon the face of the earth. It's exactly that meaning, leaving a light footprint. So that laghu becomes lahu in Pali, and you can make it into a noun by lahuka, one who is light. So lahukavutti. So vartin lahukavutti. Laghuvartin Lahakavutti, light faring, treading lightly, and you can intensify it by putting some before the Lahuka, which becomes Sallahuka. So Sallahuka Vutti, likely living, most likely living. The sal doesn't really add much. It's a slightly intensifying meaning. And the second line of this verse, Santindriyocha Nipakocha Appagabho Kulesu Ananugidho. So Santindriyo, the Indriya, is a sense in the meaning of one of the five, or in Buddhist psychology, 6 senses. So the plural is the Indriyani. In fact, it's derived from the Hindu god Indra, the Lord. So the Indriya, the sense, is so treated as the Lord or the god of one of the particular aspects of human senses. Is the lordship, the realm of the eye, the realm of the ear. It's kind of lost that meaning in Buddhism, so it's just an ordinary word now, meaning senses. So Santindriyo, it's that Sanskrit again, this word Shanta becomes Santa, so meaning peaceful or pacified. So Santa Indriya by Santi in Pali becomes Santindriya. And this is in Sanskrit Bahuvrihi, in Pali they call it Bahubihi, Bahuvrihi compound, meaning a possessive compound. So it means possessed of pacified senses, one whose Indriyani are in Sanskrit Shantani and Pali Santani. So one who has senses pacified, one of peaceful, calm senses. In other words, not wildly chasing after the pleasures of the senses. So peaceful, sensed, having peaceful senses, calmed senses. Nipako, as I mentioned in my note, that means just prudent or intelligent. The etymology of the word is uncertain. When I first encountered this word, I thought, is it anything to do with the root pach, meaning to bake? Because we have our, I think slightly dated colloquial English calling somebody a bit half-baked. So nipako, baked in, well baked. The dictionaries don't attest that. They just say, we're told it's of uncertain etymology. So we just have to accept it for what it is. Just a prudent, intelligent. And we can't say much more about it than that. Appagabho. Now, we had appa in the previous line as an appakicho of few tasks, having few tasks. This appa is completely different, nothing to do with the previous appa. This is, apragalbho, in Sanskrit, pra galbha. And as you've seen in the note, galbha, the meaning of galb in Sanskrit, is the idea of confidence or boldness. and sometimes in a negative sense. And it could be, I'm not sure if this is definitively established, but it could have the same root. It could be the root of the English word gallop, charging forwards, galloping, and pra meaning forward. So if you're in Sanskrit, pragalbha, in Pali, pagabho, it would mean that you thrust yourself forward, wanting to be in the limelight, pushing your way to the front rank, wanting wanting a seat at the high table. That's the meaning of pragalbha. So this injunction is that you should be the opposite of that. Therefore, apragalbha in Sanskrit becomes apagabho. It is possible to misconstrue this word. I'm sure people have done it. To say apagabho, okay, that means appa from Sanskrit alpa, and garbha meaning a womb, as in the mother's womb. There could be something of an argument for saying that. It doesn't quite fit here, but it could mean of few wombs. In other words, not many more lives to come back to, not many more rebirths. As I say, linguistically, it's capable of being that. But of course, in the context here, it would be out of place. It clearly does mean pragalbha, not forward galloping, not pushing yourself forwards. Now, kuleswananugidho. Kula means general word for a family or a clan. Anugidho, the Sanskrit root grid means, rather pleasingly, greed, and our English word greed is directly cognate with this ancient root grid. Incidentally, with the adjective ending ra, you have gridra, which now in Pali becomes giddha, means greedy. And it's also the word used for a vulture. So with the prefix anu cognate with the Greek ana, meaning along or following along with or continuing with something. If you're just giddha, you're greedy, but anugiddha suggests a continuing, ongoing greed directed at something, anugiddho. And if you're negating that's anugiddho, you are not greedy for, not hankering after. And it takes the locative, the thing that you are hankering after, being greedy for. So kula, locative, plural, kulesu. Here, the final u has been changed to a v by sandhi. In Sanskrit, it would be mandatory to do that with the following a. You wouldn't say kuleshu ananugridra. You'd have to say kuleshwananugridra. In Pali, it's optional, but it's been done here for the sake of the meter. So kulesu an, that becomes the u a becomes a va. So kuleswananugidho. So the v that you see in the transliteration, the Roman transliteration here, it doesn't have grammatical significance. It's simply the final U of kulesu, locative plural, changed to a V by Sandhi. So the meaning of this then is not hankering after families, which I interpret this to mean not constantly trying to cozy up to lay families who will look after you. So one point I just mentioned, a little aside, in modern India you see one fairly common name as a first name, a given name, is Kuldeep. In Sanskrit and Pali it would be the same. It was Kula Deepa. Kula, family, Deepa, a lamp. So Kuldeep, in modern Hindi and Punjabi, most of the languages of northern India would drop off the final short A from Kula Deepa, Kuldeep. Just means the light of the family. So the name given to a new child of the family is the Kuldeep, the lamp of the family, bringing light into the family. So there we are. I will read this through again slowly. Santussakocha subharocha appakichocha sallahukavutti santindriyocha nipakocha appagabho kuleswananugidho. And once more. Santussakocha subharocha appakichocha sallahukavutti santindriyocha nipakocha appagabho kuleswananugidho. Right, and that is it for this video.